Hello world, my name is Ara, and I'm a full-stack web developer with a passion for investing. Today I wanted to make a very quick video about exactly how to get started and why I am so passionate about investing. And the short answer is I want to get everyone to this number. I want to put them on track to reach $1 million. And it is really not as hard as you think. So, there's a 3-step process, and because I am a web developer, I start counting from 0. So step 0 is to get started, is to open an account. So personally, I use Fidelity, and I'll write them down right here. Personally, I use Fidelity, but you can use any number of brokerages. Quick Google search, I just typed in trade stocks, and I found 6 that looked pretty reliable and I've heard a lot about. There's also Merrill. There's Ally. There is Schwab. There's also TD Ameritrade. And finally, in no particular order, there's E-Trade. Oops. So the 6 of these are the first that came up in my Google search. There's also companies like T. Rowe Price and a few others. There's Vanguard. Vanguard's a very big company. I personally chose Fidelity because when I was in my early 20s, that is the place that was close to my house. It was a very big company with a lot of physical locations that I could actually walk into and ask questions. I have not been to a Fidelity location in years, and there's actually no reason to anymore. Everything that you want to do, you can do online. You can open up an account, you can ask them questions, you can buy stocks, you can buy index funds, anything like that you want to do, you can do it online. So, the first step is to get started. You have to open an account at one of these places. You have to open up, there's a few different types of accounts, which I'll go into in a second. But it's pretty much just like opening a bank account. They're going to ask for your social security number, they're going to ask for your address, your name, anything that you would normally give to a bank to open up your savings account, you'll give to one of these companies to open up your brokerage account. So, like I said, I use Fidelity, I trust them, they manage probably trillions of dollars of money. I know some of their funds have tens of billions of dollars. So it's a huge company, they're reliable, they're always respectful whenever you call them, and I believe the number is 1-800-FIDELITY. So, when you go to their website, fidelity.com, what do? You click on the button on the top of the page that says Open an Account. And then it's going to give you a few different choices. So, the 3 choices that I want you to focus on is either a brokerage account. Now this is a regular account. There is, in my mind, there's nothing special about this account. It's just a place where you put your cash in. Let's say you put in $5,000, and then when you want to make a trade, when you want to buy a stock, let's say you want to buy 10 shares of Nike. Nike's trading at $59. The 10 shares will cost $590, and then you're going to have $4,410 left in your cash account of your brokerage account. So a brokerage account is just a place to hold all your stocks and your index funds. Any gains that you do get years from now, hopefully when you sell stocks, you will have to pay tax on it in this account. So to avoid taxes, the second account that I'd like to bring up, and I'll put this one in black because I think this is the most important one, is called a Roth IRA. Roth was a guy that invented this. This is his last name. IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account. And the reason why this account is special is because you can put money into this account up to $5,500, and then any money that you make, you never have to pay taxes on. When you finally do sell your stocks in the future and you make boatloads of money, I hope you make $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, you never have to pay taxes on that money. And who knows what the tax rate is going to be in the future. So that is a huge, huge benefit. That's why this is the one that I would definitely open up first. But like I said, you can only put up to $5,500 a year into this account. So let's say you have $7,000 that you want to invest. You'd probably want to open up a Roth IRA, put in your first $5,500 into this account, and then put in $1,500 more into your brokerage account. So I tend to use my brokerage account as sort of a backup account when I do want to invest more. So the idea is to get this account, which is very doable, your Roth IRA, up to $1 million or well over $1 million, $2, $3, $4, $5 million before you retire. It's not unrealistic to think that you could get $10 million in your Roth IRA over the course of 30, 40, 50 years. It's very, very doable, and you can eventually become rich just from this one account and never have to pay taxes on it, which is huge, huge benefits. The third account, which I'd like to talk about real quick, is a 529. 529. 529 account. This is the account that I opened up for my daughter, Rozara, and who I named this channel after. So the 529 account is an account specifically for kids when you're saving money for them to go to college. Now, that's just an overgeneralization, and I'm sure there's other details that I don't know about the account. But from my understanding is that you can put any amount of money, or any reasonable amount of money, into this account, and then when you use it for education purposes in the future, you don't get taxed on the money. So if you were to put in $50,000 and that grows to $200,000 by the time your kid goes to college, then that $150,000 profit that you made, you will not get taxed on the money. So I think if you have kids, especially young kids, this is a terrific account to open. And I personally have made a promise to myself that I would give my daughter $5,000 every single year into this account, and I'm buying her. So when you invest the $5,000, you put the $5,000 into the account, but then it's just sitting there. After you open the account and put the money in, you have to buy stocks. Any one of these accounts, you have to buy stocks. You don't just let the cash sit there. You take $1,000 and you buy Google. You take another $1,000 and you buy Facebook. You take another $1,000 and you buy Amazon, or whatever stocks that you choose to invest in. But the key is to pick good stocks. And in my next video, I'll be talking about how to pick good stocks. So before I end this video, I would quickly like to answer the question, why do I love investing, or why should people love investing? Now, I'm not making these videos for anyone that wants to be a professional trader. No one is going to be buying and selling stocks every day, or even every week, or probably not even every month. The people that I'm making these videos for are going to buy stocks initially, maybe add money to their account every once in a while, buy a few more stocks. But in general, they're going to leave the money in those stocks for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They're going to have a very, very long time frame, and they're going to be shooting for that $1 million mark. They're going to be shooting for 7 figures. So here are the 3 steps. We start at $0, okay? And step 1 is getting to $25,000. Now, when you're trying to make your first $25,000, you have to aggressively put money into your brokerage account or your IRA. You have to probably cut your expenses, because most people don't have $25,000 laying around. So every time you have an extra $50, $100, $200, throw it into your Roth IRA, throw it into your brokerage account, throw it into your child's 529 plan. it's very crucial that you set a short-term goal, maybe a year for some people, maybe 2 years, maybe 2.5 years for some people. But it's very crucial that you set a short-term goal and get to this mark. Getting to a $25,000 net worth is very, very doable. Having $25,000 worth of stocks is a very, very good base to start from. And I would definitely give yourself a short-term goal, which is going to be different for everyone, but I'm going to rate 1 to 2 years, because I think that most people with a regular job putting $5,500 into their Roth IRA and adding a few dollars into their brokerage account when they can, or adding a few dollars into their child's 529 plan whenever they can, I think $25,000 is very, very doable. So let's say you get to $25,000. Let's say you have $13,000 in your Roth IRA, you have $12,000 in your regular brokerage account, and you hit this mark, $25,000. Step 2 is getting to $125,000. Step 2, getting to $125,000. Once you get to $25,000, getting to $125,000 does not seem like that big of a step. You can do it. You're going to see that some of the stocks that you have are growing and growing and growing. You've probably made some mistakes and picked some stocks that weren't too good, but you're still going to be adding to your account during step 2, and you're still going to be learning about how this works and which stocks that you like to invest in. And $125,000 seems like $1 million to some people, but it's very, very doable getting to $125,000. And if you set your goals on that, give yourself maybe an additional 5 years or so to get to that goal. Add money to both of your accounts and continue to invest in great companies that are going to go up, 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 up over the years. Getting to $125,000 is not hard, and I know a bunch of people that have gotten to this level through investing. And when you do get to that goal, it doesn't seem intimidating. It doesn't seem like a big deal anymore. It just seems like whatever. Like, oh yeah, I got these companies, and yeah, they're eventually going to go up, 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 and I'm eventually going to be a millionaire. So step 3, let's go. $1 million. Kind of a far stretch for me. So step 3 is going from $125,000 to $1 million. And the reason that I chose kind of a funky number of $125,000 is because this is the amount you need to get to $1 million in 21 years. So typically, an average investor, if they just invest in a lot of common stocks, in 7 years, they can go from $125,000 to $250,000. In another 7 years, they can go to $500,000. In another 7 years, they can go to $1 million. So 21 years. And that's if you never invest anything extra into your account once you hit this $125,000 number. Now, if you continue to invest into the account, you can obviously get to $1 million much quicker as long as you make an average amount of money. So, let's erase this 21 years number, and let's say we're going to give ourselves 5 years to get to 125,000, and then we're going to give ourselves 15 to 20 years. So altogether, we're going to give ourselves a year or two to get to $25,000. That's going to give you a good start. That's going to get you comfortable investing in common stocks and index funds. Then once you hit that $25,000 number, step 2, we're going to get to $125,000. This is a little bit more time consuming, but actually it's easier than step 1 because now you're already comfortable investing and you're already in the habit of putting money into common stocks and index funds. And step 3 is actually the easiest. It's a little bit more time consuming, but you can definitely do it, and your money will definitely grow to $1 million. Over time, you have to wait, but over time it will. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I do need subscribers, and I will make a quick video next time about how I choose the stocks and index funds that I invest in. I want you to choose your own stocks, and it's very, very simple. So please subscribe, and please watch my next video. Thanks.